everybody, hey, your favorite players you looking for, it starts this week for the NFL. It is on and popping this week. Now, you know the rookies done got some action in over the weekend, but when it all count is when the veterans there, and then them pads come on sometime this week. So what, today 21st? 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So around the 25th, 26th is when pads probably coming on teams in the NFL. And it's on and popping. Ain't no more talking. It's straight action now. So look here, we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. You have Shedeur Sanders. And, you know, I briefed y'all on this yesterday. I told y'all the pecking order, he probably starting at QB4. I told y'all that. But that's only on paper. It's going to look good. They're going to bump their gums about it, but it's only on paper because when the action gets started, when everybody get to throwing and them pads come on, he will move up that depth chart. So we're going to talk about that. And then look here, y'all. Cam Ward is officially QB1. Now, we already knew he was going to be QB1, but it's official now because Will got to get surgery. So, hey, they take him out for the year. But, hey, let's jump off into the... Hey, we're going to talk more about Cleveland and everything else in the NFL. Hey, let's jump off into this thing. So, if you haven't subscribed to Life Football, please do so. Rock out with your boy. Y'all know how we do. NFL, college football, one-stop shop, baby. So, look here, y'all. Shedeur Sanders. You saw the highlights of him yesterday looking good. Yeah, he out there looking good, so we not worried about him. Now, they gonna get the bumping they gums. They gonna run that gator. They gonna mash Shedeur down to QB1, QB4. Now, we know he coming for QB1. Everybody in the whole country know he coming for QB1. Everybody know in the country you might as well start out with Shedeur starting, but Kevin gonna have to decide that. But QB4 is probably his position based on what they did. And if they razzle-dazzle it, they'll put him at 3. But they ain't bringing him up to 2. Not right now. They not bringing him up to 1. Not right now. They got to let some action take place. You got to have something up there. And to be real with y'all, I honestly don't think they're going to change any positions on the depth chart right now. That's why I say it's only on paper. Now, they know where they got him at, but I think they're going to at least let game 1 play out. Game 1 or game 2, they're going to at least say, hey, this is game action. We could justify it. Game action, we could justify it. Now, they could justify it in practice, but they probably going to wait on the game. So everybody finna get to saying, Shedeur at QB4. Why they doing him like that? Hey, listen, that's what they been doing. That ain't nothing changed. That's how they been doing it. OTAs, DG, then Shedeur. When everybody was there in over the summer, it was Kenny getting a lot of reps, DG getting a lot of reps, Joe Flacco not getting a lot of reps because Joe Flacco. He don't have to have the reps. It's the same thing in this training camp. He doesn't have to get all those reps. So based on what it looked like Kevin gonna do, Joe Flacco gonna get some reps, but they gonna mainly give it to Kenny Pickett, DG, and Shedeur. They got to let them get the bulk of the reps because they know they keeping Joe. They know what they got in Joe. They not sweating Joe. So you're going to hear pecking order. Pickett first, Kenny, Joe Flacco, then DG. Then at the very bottom, it is Shedeur Sanders. Y'all, don't let that fool y'all. Okay, he there. That's paper only. Paper only, he is there. When it all hit the fan, when the hit the fan, all the people want to dance. Hey, when that thing hit the fan, first preseason game or second, the shift happening. That's when we gonna pay attention to it then. Don't sweat nothing now. Don't sweat how they go about it, because all that technically, it matter, but it don't. Because what matters is, how does Shedeur perform preseason game 1, preseason game 2, preseason game 3? That's what it's going to go about. So all this gum bumping, gator talking, run that gator, they own it. This the week they own it. You finna see everybody popping out the woodworks. They come, listen, they gonna be popping out of trees to come talk about this thing. And some gonna dog him, some gonna love him, some gonna be in the middle. So don't let that get to y'all. I'm telling y'all now. And I told you recently, a couple days, yesterday or probably sometime this week, last few videos, they placed him at QB4, but that's paper only. And what I mean by paper only is, none of this matter right now. All he got to do is keep balling, keep balling, keep balling. When it matter is going into week 1. When it matter is what he looked like coming out of preseason game 1, preseason game 2, preseason game 3. That's what it. That's when it start mattering. I done heard Kevin say, you know, all y'all talking about what the order is, all this, that, and that. Listen, we normally don't start putting out the real depth chart till around preseason game 2. So I'm telling y'all, all this stuff right now, they finna bump the guns, they finna make you get hot, you finna be mad. Shedeur at QB4, he did all that work. Man, that's cool. He ain't do all that work for nothing. He did all that work and they see it. He gonna continue doing all that work and they see it. When we get in the game, everybody see it. So all the mess about what's gonna happen to Shedeur Sanders, it's not rocket science, y'all. This ain't no rocket science. Shedeur is a Cleveland Brown player this year, and at some point, he that main QB. At some point, we all gonna be sitting around watching, celebrating. At some point, you get your first taste in the preseason game, but that ain't. It's real, but it ain't regular season real. So you know they got their thing where you got your preseason real, regular season real, playoff real. So everything, I guess, up the antes. But yeah, y'all, Shedeur working. They gonna have this little talk about he QB4 and all that mess, but it's paper only. Cause in reality, Kevin done seen this man work. Everybody seen this man work. They know what time it is. They know they got a dog on their hand. So they ain't tripping. They just letting everything flow like it need to flow. PC, what's good? Brandon, what's happening? Miss Brown, what's good? Almighty, Miss Young, Miss Williams. Casey, what's good? YJ, Louisiana girl, what's happening? Hey, Motivation Monday, you know it. Miss Beverly, what's good? EB, JB, what's happening? Sam, what's good? You say Colin, 12 is QB1 without that. Correct. Like, we know it. Kevin know it. Barry know it. Jimmy know it. They all know it. It's just, we have to run into that day. We have to run into the day when it matters. Right now, it matters, but it don't. Saying he's QB1, okay, and you didn't give Joe Flacco a few reps. You didn't give Kenny Pickett his reps. You didn't give DG his reps. You got to let everybody get their reps. You got to let everybody get their reps. And I'll break that down in the next segment, why everybody needs to get their reps for it to work out and make sense. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Smart, what's happening? Brandon, you say 12 working nonstop, on and off. They know it. They know it. They enjoying it too. They like, yeah, hey, we got a dog, but we're going to let this thing play out. Tommy, we going to let it play out. Joe got it for right now. But Shedeur look like he finna just doing. Miss Holder, Miss Harrison, what's good? DM, K-World, TC, what's good? T Cole and TC, what's good? Sugar Man, what's happening? Sugar Mama, I mean. Brandon, you said them QBs are going to play themselves out of a job, then watch 12 take over and take the Browns to the playoffs. Listen, Kevin could make a run. Kevin could make a run. And see, that the NFL don't want to see that. They don't want to see that run, but that run look like it's going to happen. But, hey, Alonzo, what's happening? Smart, you say timing is everything. It is. SK, see out here today for the line. Hey, you know it. Hey, you know it. So amazing. What's good? AG. Little Mama G, what's good? DM, you said Let them. Yeah. Cause Shedeur, listen, they gonna talk. They gonna make it look bad and try to make it look like Shedeur ain't did nothing. And DG just all world, and Kenny Pickett got all these years up on him. Yo, nobody ain't want no Kenny Pickett. That's why if he was so wanted, he'll be there. Now the Browns want him, but not enough to just have him start. He know it. He know he fighting for it, fighting hard. You say Shedeur isn't a crazy, he's putting in work. So it will be harder order choices as well if it comes down to a trading. Teams will be fighting for him and the team. Yeah. Well, they ain't trading him. So he ain't worrying about that. He going all in because he know QB1 his. He going all in because he ain't worrying about no Joe Flacco. He surely ain't worrying about Kenny Pickett and DG. That's why he going all in. And we're going to break down why they need this pecking order. Grand, just a girl. Pete, what's good? Yeah, I'm gonna break it down so everybody will know. So when you now it all make sense. But yeah, that should be the start off pecking order, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all why, so nobody ain't tripping when they go to doing all that talking. Nobody ain't tripping. I keep trying to get my camera from falling. It just keeps sliding. But hey, check this out. Let's talk about why they have that pecking order. Okay. Joe Flacco is the veteran. He is the Super Bowl guy, the MVP, been on the team. So he's QB1. He's the default QB1. So we're in default mode right now. It's not actually put in order, it's just default. So this is the default version of starting training camp. At the end of training camp, what matter? At the 5th game, what matter? At the 10th game, what matter? Going into the last few games, all that matters. So, okay, you got default. Joe Flacco was there in 23, so he's QB1. You got Joe Flacco with the most experience plus a Super Bowl, so he's definitely QB1. It's nowhere around that. Then you have it where Kenny Pickett, he was a 1st-round draft pick. He's been in the NFL, so he's QB2, default. That's just the pecking order. All right, now you have DG, get drafted before Shedeur, default QB3. Nobody showed nothing yet to where Kevin says it matters, so QB3. Shedeur was the last QB brought in, QB4. That's the pecking order. There's no reason around it. That's the pecking order. That's the pecking order based on all that I'm telling you. All right. Did they see glimpses of Shedeur balling? Yes. Do they know he's a hard worker? Yes. Do they feel like he could probably get that QB1 spot and ball out? Yes. But they need the pads on to prove it. They need preseason games to prove it. They need all the preseason games to prove it. All right, to prove that he could beat Joe Flacco out by default. So, all right, now you have it where how will the reps go? Joe Flacco doesn't need a lot of reps. We know what he is. He know what training camp is. This don't bother him. All right, cool. So Joe Flacco gonna get his reps, but maybe not as much as everybody else. Joe Flacco gonna get some, but maybe not as much as everybody else. All right, cool. Kenny Pickett. Now, they going to get him some reps. Kenny Pickett going to be out there working. Now, we seen Kenny Pickett work OTAs. We seen Joe Flacco work OTAs. We seen DG work OTAs. Their percentage of completing was garbage. Now, Joe Flacco may up that some, but it still was garbage compared to Shedeur. I think they was around 50-some%. Shedeur was in the 70s balling. So, we're not worrying about this. This just how they default starting this pecking order, okay? Boom. Now you get it. Joe don't need that many reps. Kenny gonna show who he is. DG gonna show who he is. Shedeur gonna show who he is. When all of them start showing, they gonna say, well, DG, we gave you a shot. Gave you a shot, big dog. Yes, sir. We gave you a shot. Y'all, we keeping him or we gonna cut him? All right, we keep him. All right, Kenny Pickett, we gave you a shot. We gave you a lot of reps. Gonna give you a lot of reps now. And expect this during the game too. Expect them to get their reps. Now, Kenny Pickett will have 20, 25 reps up on his belt. He'll show that he can make some throws. He just wasn't better than Shedeur. They know Shedeur first round pick. They know when Kenny Pickett got picked in the first round when he came out, that was a whack call. Pittsburgh fell for that garbage. He was in Pitt, came from USC, all that stuff like that. He ain't him. So point blank period, they gave him his opportunity. He gonna get out there and do what he do. He gonna make some plays, but it ain't gonna be nothing spectacular. He's still gonna be probably around 56%. All right, DG, he gonna get out there. He gonna make some plays, but it ain't gonna be too much about nothing. He gonna make some plays, but it's not gonna be too much about nothing. Now, you get it, Shedeur get in, that thing gonna look good. Now, he gonna make more than enough plays. He gonna have you where you're talking like, God, dog, that boy look good out there. So, when you see all that happening, you like, oh, okay, they good. They good. So, now as those games hitting, quarterback getting sacked, or quarterback, they knock the ball out of his hand, or quarterback can't complete the ball. You're going to see all that, and you're going to see Shedeur get out there, and he going to take off running. See, y'all ain't realize Shedeur been working hard on that running. They showed a highlight of him at Jackson State. That boy took off. He going to do the same thing here. How that? Get up out of there. So, when that thing break down, look for Shedeur to take off like a rocket. He ain't going to be tripping. He going to get up out of there. So, y'all, they gonna hold on to this order, and you gotta give everybody their opportunity. Joe ain't going nowhere, y'all. Just know Joe is on the team. Excuse me. Let me tell you why Joe on the team. Same reason why Cam and Will was gonna be there in Tennessee. You see how Will got hurt, or Will had to go do the surgery? We're gonna talk about that next segment. But that's why you need 2 quarterbacks. So you need 2, and then you can keep one thing, and just in case they make it down to 3. And Kevin know that very well because he played like 5. He done played like 5 and 4 and had 100 throws. So you know they getting their opportunity. However they figure to issue it out, they gonna get their opportunities, y'all. If they keep them for the season, you never know how Kevin gonna do it. They still may get some shots. But Shedeur rising to the top. I'm just telling y'all now, Shedeur rising to the top, no matter how that thing seems. Kenna, what's good? Rev, what's happening? JP, what's good? Hey, man. Hey, you know it always right back at you. Mike, what's good? It's Cameron, what's happening? Tony, what's good? PC, you said KP was, yes, well, he might have was. He might have was, but, and that's why they taking their chance on him, but to me, it just still ain't working out. It just still ain't hitting like that. Larry, I know, hey, they already trying to get the talk, man. They trying to get that talk to make everybody downgrade Shedeur, make Shedeur feel some kind of way. Man, Shedeur ain't worrying about that. That boy out there balling. That boy out there balling. Then you said, Colin, what's your comparison with Shedeur and Jaden Daniels as a rookie? I don't really compare him because Jaden Daniels is running like a champion. I just want Shedeur to get his opportunity to ball. I just want Shedeur to get out there and do Shedeur. He do that, we gonna be sitting chilling. Now I seen somebody post something and they made a good thing. They say Joe Flacco could get you maybe 8 and 9, Kenny Pickett maybe 5, DG maybe 3 or 4, but Shedeur is the guy that you feel that could take you to a whole nother level. They know it. They know it. That's why they gonna let it play out. They not tripping. And Shedeur done already told us, I ain't worrying about the reps. As long as when I get in, I light it up. Listen, man, they gonna light this thing up. They gonna light it up. It's coming. It's coming. We ain't worrying about it. Monet, you say the online. Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, y'all. So this order right now is it's gonna make y'all feel some kind of way, but don't. The Browns, this they default. They gotta let this play out. Joe Flacco again will not get that many reps during training camp. They know what Joe Flacco by. Now they're gonna let him get enough to try to prove himself. But put it like this: if we see Joe Flacco get very, very, very little reps, then to me I think they starting him. If they give him modest reps, and he in the mix with everybody else reps, because in his OTA stuff, his reps was way down low compared to everybody else, at least when it came to throws that counted, that, you know, they charted, but that ain't what really may have transpired the whole day, but that's what they charted. So, we gonna see how they do Joe Flacco. If they give him very little reps, very, very, very little, then it's almost like I feel like they're gonna try to start him. But you just never know. Double E, you say, hey, Colin, I came through Bartow on my way home to Bradenton from Sebring. Yeah, hey, Highway 17, hey, I know all about it. Yeah, hey, you was right, you swinging through the crib. JP, you say that's right. All Shedeur got to do is keep being him like he's doing. Correct. So Shedeur really ain't tripping. He know the odds in the Browns facility is not stacked against him. The odds with everybody else outside the facility, they stacking them. They're like, whoa, how's he gonna make it to the top? Oh, he will. He will. They know he will. They know he will. Shedeur can definitely outperform Joe Flacco. Matter of fact, I'm gonna push Cam back. I ain't gonna go Cam right now. I'm gonna go one more with this Joe Flacco and Shedeur. So Shedeur can outperform Joe Flacco. And he will outperform Joe Flacco. Yo, I don't care how they try to make this. Joe Flacco will not be the young Shedeur Sanders. Now, old Shedeur and an old Joe Flacco, I don't know how that battle will go. But a young, prime, in the mix, hungry as ever, man, Joe could give it all he got. But Shedeur finna be out here doing that thing. Man, when Jerry Judy out there running them routes and that ball fly out Shedeur hands and he flying past everybody, Shedeur already see it and look him off, got the safety over here and throw it back to him, man, they gonna be hooked. Then Shedeur, you know him, he working with everybody, so everybody getting that ball. Hit, hit, hit. So now they like, dog. We don't know if to try to follow Jerry or look out for Luke or Tillman. Man, or the tight end. Man, Shedeur finna have a field day with these boys. Don't let these people fool y'all. Shedeur finna have a field day. He got two tight ends he could throw that ball to. And they both like that. Got Jerry Judy he could throw it to. Got Tillman he could throw it to. Got the slot wide receivers he could throw it to. Shedeur is loaded. He is loaded. Man, pick who you want. Because somebody out of all them dudes, they athletic enough. Somebody going to be open. And Shedeur throw you open, too. Hat. Look, one open, close, two close, three close. They go, bop. You ain't getting him. Then they got mad when Shedeur was out there in the red zone. Then they want to downplay it. Shedeur out there, bop. Then he run around and then throw it. They got mad at that. Yeah, he can't be doing that. No, yeah, he can. So, y'all, don't let none of this fool you. Joe Flacco gonna have to pull out a whole youth tank to come for Shedeur. Don't let this stuff fool y'all. Yeah, Joe Flacco has a big arm. He's been there, done that. Man, Joe Flacco was called in both times as a backup. So don't give me that garbage. You're not gonna paint that picture for me and make me believe that. Shedeur is first-round talent. You know what they do with first-round talent? They give it a lot of opportunity. Now, I don't know how the Browns going to do with it, but they going to see every rep he get, like Tom Brady say, when I get these reps, you going to feel me, boy. You going to feel me. So they get Shedeur 5 passes, and everybody else get 10, 15, like that. It ain't going to matter. Shedeur 5 passes, probably going to be 5 for 5 or 4 for 5. So everybody going to be saying, God, dog, nah. And he going to throw some TDs out of that. Probably throw the most TDs. Every time he went out there, he was leading for touchdown passes. So what that's telling you? I led everybody in touchdown passes. You don't think they want to throw that deep ball? Man, them boys know when Shedeur get in there, they getting that deep ball. So everybody running them deep ball routes, they out there running. Because they know he going to throw it. You feeling good like, hey, oh, Shedeur in? Whoa! Boy, I'm about to do you, boy. Yeah, Shedeur in, boy. Boy, hey, touchdown. Touchdown. Yeah. So Shedeur finna eat Joe. Shedeur, we gon' listen. Shedeur finna, man, them boys don't stand a chance. They know it. It's just bump and gum season. So we still in bump and gum season. So they gonna bump them gums, they gonna run that gator, and they gonna make y'all feel like they all that. They know when Shedeur in, that ball getting thrown down that field. Shedeur will throw that thing. And he like doing it. Now, I don't know if Joe Flacco like doing that no more. I know I done seen him throw a pass, but I ain't see, they weren't just showing it like that. They weren't showing it like that. So I know Joe Flacco can throw that thing deep. So basically, y'all, at the end of the day, it comes down to Joe Flacco and Shedeur. But Joe Flacco gonna have to come out of, he gonna have to play out of body to beat Shedeur. Unless they hand it to him. Unless Cleveland hand it to him. He gonna have to play out of body. He gonna have to play like he was when he was younger. Cause man, listen, Joe Flacco is not faster than Shedeur. So when Myles Garrett coming up, his instincts better kick in. He better be able to get up out there. He better get up there. He better go into that pocket. Cause Myles Garrett coming. And Shedeur, he ain't worrying about that. He know Myles coming, but he gonna be sliding and diving and so look. And you heard how Shedeur was telling the wide receivers, hey, look here. I'm throwing you the ball, boy. Get what it is, throwing the ball. So all this work Shedeur been putting in, y'all, you know what time it is? He gonna be, watch him. Let him play with him and run him up and skate up out of there. Watch out, we gonna see Shedeur skating up out of there. They like, God, dog, I ain't know he was running. You didn't think when he was practicing running, he was out there for real? Come on, man. So Joe really cannot beat Shedeur out. I'm telling y'all now, Joe Flacco can't beat Shedeur out unless Kevin give it to him. Joe know that. If they said, now listen, I know that's Coach Dre boy, because he from Gainesville, Anthony Richardson. If Joe was sitting behind Anthony Richardson, I would take Shedeur Sanders over Anthony Richardson every day of the week. Every day of the week. Unless we doing something where he just taking off running. Then that's a different story. But if it got to do with passing, I'm taking Shedeur. So if Joe can't beat out Anthony Richardson, why do we feel he going to beat out Shedeur? Only way that happen if Kevin give it to him. This Shedeur job. So let everybody bump their guns, run their gators. This is Shedeur job, and don't let them fool y'all. Joe can't beat no, man, Shedeur Sanders. Stop playing. See, man, they be playing, man. Golly. Miss Anderson, what's good? Selmore, what's happening? Oh, Nate. You say I keep watching old CU games. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for the season too. BJE, you say Shedeur and a run game is correct. And Kevin them practice. That's why. Hey, that's why he working on that. They working. Kevin know that you got to run the ball. But Kevin also know, man, I need the most accurate quarterback in here. I don't want no quarterback in here who ain't accurate. So Shedeur gonna get that. KM. FG, what's happening? Monet, you say all Shedeur needs is 2 minutes to score a TD. Or less than that, because he be throwing that thing. So, man, we not worrying about no Joe Flacco, y'all. We not worrying about no Joe Flacco. He is not a problem to us. Unless Kevin decide to play him. But Joe know good and well he ain't beating Shedeur out. Then you said, Colin, I think Cleveland will really test our grade 12 performance in preseason games. Well, all of it. When the pads come on, Kevin say that's when the grading starts. He say, pads come on, grading starts. They ain't worried about it without the pads. They not sweating without the pads. They need pads on and it's on. TS, you say he's too legit to quit. Yeah. Hey, he finna ball. W, you say that's why I listen to you. I love the old school genre, bumping them go. Hey, they know it. They know it. Appreciate it. Jackie, you say thanks for the encouragement, but the way the media portrays it, 12, yeah. They try to make it look bad because they got the mic. They feel like they got the mic. You say whatever you want to say, and people got to believe. But nah, this why I told God a long time ago, I was like, Lord, I could do what these people doing. I watch it just like they do. And God said, well, hey, we're going out there and do it then. That's why I'm out here now. They can't sell me no lie. I see how hard Shedeur working. I know him working at 20-something versus a 40-year-old man with a wife and a family. He ain't working that hard unless he Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady will work like a dog, but Joe Flacco ain't no Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't tapping out to be no backup. Joe Flacco tapped out and became a backup. So, man, you telling me a backup in the... No, backup only start if Kevin forced him to start. Man, we ain't worrying about that. That man working too hard. That young buck working too hard, boy. He finna get that. He finna get that job. So, King, what's happening? Say just like 12, at CU, 12 gonna feed everybody. Yeah, and that's what's gonna get him. When he throwing that ball to everybody, it's on. Real, you say Flacco arm is still on the couch. Yeah, listen, yeah, hey, Flacco, no, Flacco like, yeah, no, that boy training. And his wife say, babe, it doesn't matter. You have lived, you have done your thing. We want a vacation. I don't care about you going to train about Shedeur. Come do this vacation. If you could beat him, beat him. But he's young. Come get this vacation. So Joe somewhere chilling. Joe wanted to throw the ball. His body said, basically, put that ball down. It's vacation time. You have played over 18 years. Sit yourself down somewhere. But hey, let's jump into this next segment, y'all. Cam Ward is officially, now we already knew Cam Ward was gonna start, but he's officially the starting quarterback. They not beating Cam Ward. Cam Ward cannot get beat out at this time. It wasn't a chance before then, but it's sure enough. Ain't no chance now. Because with Cam Ward, the main quarterback competition on paper was Will, and Will has to do surgery. So may God bless him to recover, heal up, come back in 26 better than ever. Because, you know, hey, man, you still want to play ball, do your thing. So he done for the year. He is done for the 2025 season, which Tennessee, it didn't matter because they was finna start Cam Ward anyways. Now, what I realized is they said it's 2 quarterbacks already on the roster. So they had 4 quarterbacks in Tennessee, but nobody been talking about it because everybody's focus been on the fake thing of Shedeur's a 5th-round draft pick, and he's in a quarterback battle. That's where everybody's attention at. So nobody really not talking about Cam Ward. Cam Ward finna get out here and ball. Cam Ward finna get out here and dominate this year. They are not gonna be able to stop that boy. He been working hard with all his players, well, with the wide receivers that he gonna be throwing to. And you know he been working with one wide receiver for a whole year in advance. So that wide receiver surely gonna make the team and surely gonna ball. Now, I done heard people say, I done heard NFL Hall of Famers say, why did Cam want his wide receiver on the squad? He a 4'8" player. He's slow. I guarantee you Xavier Respo making the team. Now, I told y'all, I love what I be doing. Some people just be talking. They just get on there and talk. They don't be watching no ball. They just run the gator. And then people, they got the mic. They got a little name to them. You run with it. So, Cam Ward got his wide receiver Xavier there. Xavier finna ball. Xavier Respo finna ball out this year. Listen, y'all, he done went from not only making the team to he may lead the Tennessee Titans in receptions. He will be in a top 3 or top 4 in receptions. Cam Ward is going to get that ball to Xavier Respo. And you got Hall of Famers saying, because he run a 4'8", he ain't going to be on the squad. Please. That man told y'all he ran a 4'8" because he was hurt. Plus, if that's a 4'8" on the field, that boy was doing people all year long. That, boom, that, boom. So I don't care what they say. Cam Ward was getting that ball to him, and Cam Ward been working with him and other wide receivers. So they all out there working. Whop, 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 whop. So I know Cam Ward finna do good, y'all. Cam Ward is finna do good. I'm ready to see him. I am ready to see Cam Ward rookie year. He's definitely gonna have a chance for the rookie of the year. Like, for without a shadow of a doubt, he's starting game 1. He finna rip him in preseason game. They're gonna rip him in the next preseason game and the next one. And then when the season starts, he gonna be all out. And Xavier Respo, he probably done already told, hey, bro, excuse me, I'm going to get you the first TD pass if you open. I'm throwing you the ball if you open. But if you know, I'm looking at you first. So I expect Xavier Respo to have bare minimum 30 catches up to 60, 80. Yeah, somewhere in that range. He gonna catch a lot of passes. Watch what I tell y'all. He's going to, boy, watch what that man do. That man finna show up and show out. So Tennessee Titans now, they don't have the illusion of saying, like Cleveland can say, we have 4 quarterbacks. Whoa, Nelly. But in the inside of the facility, everybody know what time it is. So at Tennessee, they had the opportunity to say, well, we don't know who's going to start. You think Cam's going to start, but Will could start. They know good and well Will wouldn't start. Cam was finna go out there and shine. That man got that head coach for Tennessee Titans, he need Cam out there for the wins and for the slowdown if I'm going to get fired. So, yeah, now is no secret to it. The whole NFL, now they finna lock in on Cam Ward. Now, that begs the question, will the Tennessee Titans go look for a player? Will they call the Browns and say, hey, can we get Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett? Which one? Please give us one. Please. Hey, we ain't giving y'all Joe. We give you Kenny. Hey, we're desperate. We're desperate. Whatever pick you need, we're desperate. Listen, I ain't saying that's going to happen, but it's going to be a possibility. I ain't saying it's going to happen, but it's a possibility because now they need a backup. You know you need a quarterback. See, Will was going to be there just in case. Just in case. But they knew Cam Ward was going to ball. Now you need a real just in case. So they're going to look for a veteran quarterback. I seen a quarterback get picked up the other day. They just picked this quarterback up. Like, hey, we need a veteran. We want a veteran. So, yeah, that's what they doing. Star, I told you. Hey, Star, I told you they going to bump them gums and say, you know what? I got something for that. We'll crush that now. We'll crush that theory now. Ms. Harrison, you say we Titans fans don't want him. Hey, I know it. King, you say I like Cam game, but when he be around 12, he be talking crazy. It's just rubbed me the wrong way. That's just how they talk. Honestly, Cam really like a Florida boy, because Florida boy get down like that, but Shedeur really can't go out like that. Cam can because where he coming from. He ain't got Deion Sanders as son. So if Shedeur start talking to trash, they probably talk to him off camera or that he talk while he there. Everybody will get hot. So, yeah. So they ain't worrying about it. Ms. Anderson. Hey, Houston, it is. Yeah, Star, that's how they try to do him. Pete, you say no. Whoa, Nelly. Yeah. You know I watched it. Just a girl, you say 4 quarterbacks on multiple teams, but it's only a big deal. Correct. It's only a big deal with Shedeur because they got Shedeur. That. TC, you say you excited to see the bus get started? Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. Ms. Harrison, you say you locked in with them Titans. I hope to be impressed by Cam. Oh, you will. TC, they will give it to him on the silver platter. Yes. Manning will get, yeah, silver platter like a champion. But we'll talk about that, about supposedly, I talk about that next segment, supposedly the Cleveland Browns drafting a quarterback. So I tell you how all the talk done soured and changed up. Webster, you say praying for Shedeur mental. He has the it factor to compete and win at any level. Just stay strong and keep. Yeah, He locked in his mindset on another level. Shedeur Sanders' mindset is on another level, and they can't touch it. That's why they hot. They hot that they threw the whole kitchen sink. They threw the whole facility at him, and he still stood up in the paint. Man, get that garbage off me, man. Get that garbage up off me. So let's jump into it. So you know they got all the tally marks out. Hey, Cleveland's going to be looking for a quarterback next year. The reason they could say that is because they didn't draft Shedeur first round. So you could say that garbage. So they going to put that garbage out there. That's another bump in their gums, running their mouth at the highest level. But see, now, they got me out here to crush all these lies they be doing. So, listen, that's why I say that everybody got their contracts ready to go and get me, because they know I'm going to crush all the lies. I just can't sit up there and just lie like they tell you the lie. So, maybe they just don't know ball like that. So, you got everybody hollering, yeah, they're going to go draft Arch Manning. Now, I had told y'all from day one, Arch Manning family don't allow them to come out unless you have about 40 games or close to 40 games up under your belt. Because back in the days when they played a 10-game season, that was 1 year. Another 10, another 10, another 10. Got you 40 games. So they want him to get close to 40 games. Well, now the way college football is, and with the long playoffs and all that mess, it could, in 2 years, he could have up to about 30-some games plus the couple games. So they might be like, you could go after 2 seasons. They're going to let him start for 2 seasons. So they stop now because they finally see it. They finally done some research and understood that man ain't coming out unless he like ball out of control. He got to, like, for him to come out, he have to throw for about 4,500 yards, throw for about 40 touchdown passes or 30-something, run for about 10. Like, he got to have and win the Heisman and win the national championship. Then they will be forced to maybe, like, hey, you think we're going to come out? But to manage them, they probably going to say, nah, forget that, still running back. We don't care. He need more reps because the NFL going to be complex. So you want a person who done started 4 or 3 years. You don't want no person who just started 1. That could get you kicked out. So that's why they going for 2. Now they want to switch it to, since they know he's not coming out, they saying, well, Cleveland's going to get Cade Klubnik from Clemson. Well, if you put his body of work with the body of work of Shedeur crushed that. And if you put Shedeur at Clemson, Clemson would have balled. So, no, Cade is not better than Shedeur. Now, Cade looked at his best last year. Now, will Cade look good this year? Yes, I believe he will look good this year because Clemson got a squad. They brought all his ballers back. He got like 3 ballers at wide receiver. They all coming back. So he got anybody. He could look up somebody being open. Probably got a tight end that's like that. Running back should be like that. So his offense on point, his defense on point. So Clemson gonna make a run for the chip. Clemson quarterback will look good. But is he better than Shedeur? No. Now, if Cleveland do right and let Shedeur play, they'll cut all. Listen, at some point when Shedeur Sanders plays, they will come back and say, well, I guess Cleveland is not looking for a quarterback. They have found one in a 5th round pick, Shedeur Sanders. So let's look for an O lineman or D lineman linebacker now since he's starting. That's what they gonna do. I'm telling y'all now, Shedeur start balling, that's the narrative. See, they lost their big narrative. Arch Manning is taking over next year's draft. Arch ain't coming out. I've been saying that, but now they saying it, okay? So now they hollering at the Clemson quarterback. He's next, or LSU quarterbacks. Gary Nussmeier, he's going to be next. So them two, the quarterbacks get hyped up. But as you know, you could get hyped up and your year don't go the way it's supposed to go. But those two should have good years. Now, when they get to Shedeur starting and he goes start balling out of control, now they're going to say, well, yeah, they don't need a quarterback. Cleveland doesn't need a quarterback. So that's what they're going to say. So that's how y'all got to look at it. Cleveland, they going to throw their name out until Shedeur actually starts. They'll say it while Joe Flacco out there. They'll say it while Kenny Pickett out there. They'll say it while DG out there. But when Shedeur go out there and ball, they not going to say that. they won't say that because Shedeur is going to take off like a rocket. Shedeur going to look like what he was and is, a first-round draft pick. You can't hide that. That's why Cleveland know they sitting good like, well, they bumping their guns about we get another quarterback, but we got one. We got a franchise quarterback. This man told y'all he was a franchise quarterback. Y'all, words have power. This man said, I'm coming to change your franchise. Whoever drafted me. Well, Cleveland drafted him. His words have power, just like your words have power. So what you speaking is what you gonna get. Now, I know some people gonna be saying, well, I think I'm gonna have me $1 million. You ain't did nothing to get $1 million. You just talking unless you scratch off. But if you working, now that's a different ball game. So now you looking at this thing and Shedeur get out there, they ain't gonna be able to stop that man. They're not gonna be able to stop that man. Now, will Cam Ward ball? Will Arch Manning ball this year? Yes, his team is stacked. Will Cade Klubnik ball? Yes, his team stacked. Will Garrett at LSU ball? Yes, his team is stacked. They gonna do good. But when Shedeur gets in, that's gonna crush all that talk. That's all I'm telling y'all. So they gonna holler everything. Don't let none of that scare you. In that facility, they know what they got. And in that facility, they want to win. Shedeur shining in the NFL regardless. Say more, you say Shedeur getting the Super Bowl with the Browns. I want him to. But then, yeah, I want him to. Miss Anderson, you say 12 put Cleveland on the football map this year. Yes, sir. That's all they talk about. KD, you say they don't play about firing a coach. That's what I'm saying. They'll get him up out of there. Sweet, you say he's a generational quarterback. Yes, and I'm ready for him to show it. Y'all, I don't understand why they think this man ain't him. I can't understand why, but I get it. Apparently, they don't know ball like that. So that's why I don't never trip about what nobody's saying. I watch ball, I know ball, I'm locked in the ball. I ain't got to worry about what nobody else talking about. I got my own eyes. Smart, you say Manning don't want Arch. Yeah, the Manners will not. See, the Manners, no matter if Cleveland did want him. Matter of fact, if this wasn't Shedeur year and say Shedeur was with somebody else's team and Cleveland was the #1 pick, Manning would not let that boy go there. Be, oh, no. You ain't got to worry about that happening. They already have the next quarterback in mind. Manning's not coming. Let's look. Manning won't go there. If Manning went there, you could basically say Peyton Manning and the Manning family owned they done gave up ownership. Because, boy, that ain't happening. They had to sell that whole team to him. Sell more. You said those who know him want him, yeah. Jay, you say you right because we all know faith without works is dead, and Shedeur has them both. No reason for him not to succeed. God's correct. His situation set up like he done put in the work. He's studying the playbook. And then plus, you had Tommy Reese them saying, yeah. They kind of, like Tommy Reese was mic'd up, hyped up about this man. Hyped up about Shedeur. Now, I don't know if they did it for publicity stunt or whatever, but they showed love to Shedeur right out the gate. I ain't never see the video with him mic'd up talking to DG. Matter of fact, I ain't seen nobody talk to DG. And every time they talking, it's round Shedeur. So, to me, Shedeur, it's the end-all, be-all. Like, bruh, this your team. He know it. He know it. Like, what better situation to look like an underdog, but you really the superstar. They paint the picture like he the underdog. QB4, we're drafting another quarterback. Man, that man finna start him ball. And they run around playing. But hey, let's jump into the next subject, y'all. NFL training camp is here. NFL training camp is here. So it's no more talking now. Everybody got to put up your favorite player. Like, I done seen them talk about the wide receiver for the Ravens. Somebody dogging him saying he ain't going to be about nothing. I'm like, what? Because he been in the league a while. The wide receiver that his mom got blinded because somebody threw bleach or acid in her face. Dog, I forgot. Hopkins. Hopkins listen, Hopkins for the Ravens, I bet that man ball out. I bet he gets some reception. At the bare minimum, he clearing 30. Like, he gonna make some plays. I don't know why they down playing Hopkins. I don't think he out of gas. They talking like he out of gas, but only matters when they get you out here on this field. Okay, Shedeur, they down in Shedeur. Only thing matters when they get him out here on this field. That's why Shedeur said time will tell. Get me out here on this field. Your favorite players, your Cam, Silman, Craig. Oh man. Well, I'll talk some more before I say that. So you got Cam, Silman, Craig. He got to do his thing. You got, who that is? BJ Green got to do his thing. You got Travis. Travis has to go out here and show that he belongs with the pass on. Everybody that's a rookie got to show that with them pass on, they can handle it with the pass on, which we know they can. But in the NFL, it is so tough. Nah, them boys still got to go out there and show they can play. So, okay, I get that. So, you got Cam Ward, got to show with the pass on. He like that. That's why you seen Trevor Lawrence. He got his pass on working with Travis Hunter. They working. They working. What up, y'all? So, they out there balling. Now, for you to do that, you need to be able to shine at all times. You can't take a day off in the NFL. It ain't no days taking off. You take a day off, you might not get to play no more. That might be it. So, again, like Tom Brady said, you give me 4 reps, I'm going to ball out in them 4 reps. I'm going to make myself look so different out here. You give me 10 reps, I'm going to ball out in these 10 reps. So that's how Shedeur approaching everything. That's how Cam Ward approaching everything. That's how anybody that see you are connected to them CU boys, they approach that thing locked in. Now, when they get out here, and y'all, I'm going to tell you this secret. It ain't a secret because I've been telling y'all for a minute now. But I'm going to tell y'all so you know, going into this week, the NFL could look at you with their eyes, with the head coach. Now, I don't know if the owner be having nothing to do with it, but the head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, all the position coaches, they could look with their own eyes, see that you are a baller, and still don't put you on the roster. Listen, I ain't never seen nothing crazy like this before ever until I seen it with people that I personally know. They will take you, know that you're a baller, see that you balling, and if you don't ball out like a Victor Cruz in a game, they could downplay everything you done did at training camp and practice and in the game. They will downplay it because nobody saw it in game action. So they could downplay it. So like I said, y'all, it's a wide receiver we personally know. And I tell y'all this all the time, and I tell you when it matters. Right now, it matters. Xavier Smith, they put this man on the back burner with the Los Angeles Rams because he came from FAMU. They thought, that's fam, he ain't about nothing. He out there wrecking these boys. If he would have went to Florida State, they'd have drafted him in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd round. That's how good this man was. But because he went to FAM, he was undrafted. Because he went to FAM, they played with him. Now last year, because that was his 2nd year, last year, they played him. They put the man at punt returner because he nice at punt return. Punted the ball to him, boom, he caught the ball, took off down the field, almost scored. When he went out of bounds, the Los Angeles Rams kicked the ball, they won the game, all because of him on that play. All because that man, now they celebrating him. Now they showing him love. Now he might get the ball like this year, but I'm telling y'all now, Xavier Smith is a dog. But the NFL won't allow us to see him yet. We just saw bits and pieces of him. But he is a dog. Just when will the NFL allow us to see him? So imagine it's dogs like this on all these 32 teams, but they won't allow us to see him. So in training camp, yes, training camp matter, but in some ways it kind of don't, because they could still say, now, let me tell you how they smart. This how they smart. When they know the word is out that the person is good, they'll lightly place them on the practice squad. Hurry up and sign them back. They'll tell them, hey, don't let nobody else beat us out. We just got to put you down here. They make up whatever lie they going to tell them and put them on practice team. Hey, don't worry. You know the system here. We good. We're good. Just stay with us. So they try to keep you. But if they get to see you in that preseason game and you take off, now they can't hide you. Nah, they can't hide you. So That's what you want. You want any player you rooting for to take off in them preseason games because they can't hide you when they out there. When you in that preseason game, everybody done saw it because everybody looking. Cut somebody if you want to. So that's why they hold them practice squad ones they really, really want. They hold them tight like, hey. Nobody saw him? Did anybody see him? Okay, we can put him on there. Okay, cool. So you got to try to keep him. So that's why when training camp come, it's still hard to believe it unless you could see it because, y'all, they do whatever they want to do. NFL, they know they can do what they want to do, but if they see, if the world get to see that you are him, they can't hide you no more. So that's why they was able to hide Xavier Smith. So they can hide a Cam at the Jaguars. They can hide a BJ Green, but if they ball in them games, they can't hide them. Smart, you say Jerry need to stop playing with Micah contract. He better. Rod, you say, I don't know why they don't draft the black players from the HBCU anymore. They try to downplay them like they ain't like that, but they really be good. Them boys be dogs, but they'll bring you on the roster and still fake you out. So it's crazy. Shine King, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm ready for it too. I'm ready for that boy to ball too. Rod, you said, let's get ready to rumble. Shedeur is QB1, stop playing, let's go. They know it. They know it. They can't deny it no more. They can't deny that Shedeur is QB1. But on paper, they going with QB4. And only way they QB1 this boy, he going to have to ball out in the preseason games. He going to have to look, headlights are better than them on the preseason games. Then everybody say, well, if he balling in the preseason game, we know he balling in practice. What you going to do? Then that's going to have the fan base on their head. Yeah, they going to, Yeah, they going to have the fan base on their head. Matt, you say, Colin, I cash up you 50 right now. If you could run a lap around that track in 40, well, you won't cash out me 50. I can't give you 45 seconds. But test me at the end of August. Throw that 50 out there at the end of August. Throw that, hey, now I tell you when to throw it out there. Cause I'm about 190 something right now. When I get down to about 170, 175, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I'm gonna say, hey, you ready to run it? And we gonna go live action around that track. Live action. I'm gonna take that. Hey, that's gonna be an easy 50. And I ain't a betting man, but that's him volunteering me $50 to see me run 45 seconds. I hit that lap. Hold up. 45 seconds? Bro, that's faster than the Olympic guys. Stop playing. Put it at that's Olympic time. Put it at a minute and 10 seconds. Put it at a minute and 10 seconds. Put it at a minute and 10 seconds. Yeah, you know I can't beat that number. Unless God say, go. But hey, look, blessings to y'all. If you haven't subscribed to Life of Football, please do so, because this your one-stop shop for NFL and college talk. Y'all, when the season jump off, y'all finna see a whole nother Life of Football. Y'all finna see us take this thing to a whole nother level. So, watch us do what we do. But hey, I need y'all to rock with me. It's a blessing when y'all rock with me. I get energized the more I see you come through. So, listen, again, I'm an author. The name of my book is The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. I'm going to put it in my description. I done put it in the most recent videos. It'll be at the bottom of my descriptions. Check my book out. See what you feel. The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. All right. So also, I can consult you on writing a book, how to produce a book, how to get the book out there. Now, also, if you want to build your YouTube channel, you want to start your YouTube channel, you need consulting on building social media, email me. I got you. Now, if you have a business or a product or a YouTube channel you want me to promote, I got you. Email, well, I got to check everything out, but email me. info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. And look, and I'll get you right. But check this out. This year, we rocking out. We covering your favorite coaches, your favorite teams, and your favorite players, plus everything else. All football is all mine. Listen, Football season to me gonna be Christmas every day, as if you was a kid, or my birthday every day. Yeah, that's what it's gonna feel like every day. KM, you say, are you able to help with helping an athlete navigate obtaining a NIL deal? I do know people who own that. I'm not specifically on that, but I do know people. So yes, I do know people. But hey, blessings to y'all. I'll be back on later today for my college show. Then I come back on later for an NFL show. And if I feel froggy, I'll give y'all one later that night. But I don't know. Hey, blessings to y'all. Holla, holla, holla.